Hey, today I'm going to show you all how I install my curly clip-ins from CurlsQueen. I know you all have probably heard and seen many reviews and videos by other people who have installed their CurlsQueen clip-ins, but today I'm going to show you how I do mine. And I'm going to do a side part today. What I love about CurlsQueen's clip-ins is that you could have so much versatility with these clip-ins. So I'm going to show you how I install mine and how I'm able to blend my natural hair into the curls. One important tip is to always get hair that matches your or mimics your hair texture. Please do not get 3A hair if you have 4B hair. That's just doing a disservice to yourself because you spent money on that hair and now you can't use it, and now you're going to be frustrated on how to blend it. When you get clip-ins, your goal should be protecting your hair. You should never have to over manipulate your hair in order to make your hair blend, right? I feel like clip-ins is an alternative for a protective style. If you don't like tension styles, you could use clip-ins to protect your natural hair by braiding up the hair that will not be shown, and then your leave out is all that's going to be used to blend with the hair pieces. So I wanted to come to y'all in the morning, that full experience of getting ready and doing your hair in the morning and installing your clip-ins. One thing about clip-ins is that they're very convenient for people who really don't like manipulating their hair too much, but you want to add a little extra in order to get the full volume effect of your hair. Most of the time people install clip-ins when they may have thin parts of their hair, want to add more volume, or they just truly want a full protective style. There's many ways to wear your clip-ins. As I said, they're very versatile. So I'm going to show you how I do a side part. I feel like a side part, curly hair side part, is honestly one of the most common ways to style curly hair. So why not show you how I do that? So this is the bag of clip-ins from CurlsQueen. CurlsQueen basically sent me a good amount of clip-ins. This is how the clip-ins look. It's the track and the clips are sewed onto the track. With these clips here, you just have to make sure that your hair is kind of open. And what I mean by open, you have to make sure that there's room for the clip-ins to go into your hair, because it's like a beret clip. Like when you put a beret clip, you want to make sure that there's hair for the clip to snag onto so you can lock it onto the piece of hair. This is how it looks. So it's basically like the track, just like that. It's honestly like bundles. It's like they sew clips onto bundles, and that is something that you can do if you already have curly hair or straight hair of your own. You could sew on your own clips onto your bundles. So how they sort it out for you, their longest weft is the 4 clips. The 4 clips is the longest clip. That is where you kind of build your foundation of your clip-ins, and you start at the back. So they have a 3 clip-in weft, and that is where you would usually put this one on the sides of your hair. Usually depending on how your head is and how you want the hair to lay, but this would usually go on the sides. 2 clip-ins, and these ones usually go where your part is or where your edges are, somewhere over there, you know, just to complete the fullness of the hair. So they gave me about 9 clips, and that's pretty good for my head size. I don't need too much, and when you get curly hair, you don't need too much because there's so much fullness. I know these look, you know, to the eye, to the naked eye, this looks a little bit thin, but I'm telling you, these clip-ins are thick. They have a thick density. You really don't need to shape these clip-ins either. They're very, I would say they're shaped already. You know, it's just a matter of styling it. But if you do want to shape your hair, you have to make sure which ones shaped, you know where they go. Because if you shape your clip-ins on the side, like if you cut downwards with your bangs, your side part, you have to make sure you know where to install them every time. And if you are not going to do a side part every time, I don't suggest you cutting your clip-ins because it can mess with the shape of your hair. If you do a middle part, or if you do a updo, or if you do a half up, half down, so I'd make sure to be just very aware when you are styling your hair to not take out the scissors and get scissor happy, because it happens. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I install them. So you want to have a good foundation to install your clip-ins. So basically this is how I installed mine. So you want to leave hair out at the front, obviously at the front, and then you want to part it. You want to have your leave out hair wherever you're going to hold your part. I know I look crazy and I'm coming on social media looking crazy, so nobody be in the comments crazy. CurlsQueens make it very easy for you to organize your clip-in wefts. So the longest weft they have is actually a 5 clip-in weft. This is their longest one, and this is the one that you really want to start with first. And then they have a 4 weft clip-in, and you keep building up because they also have a 3 weft clip-in like this, and then they have a 2 weft clip-in like this. So these are basically the 4 lengths of wefts and clip-ins that they have for you to use to install your clip-ins. Before I only showed you the 4, 3, 2. So they have the 5, 4, 3, 2, and it goes in basically descending order is how you want to install your clip-ins, because you don't want to put a 2 on the back because it's just gonna look weird. So you want to go in descending order from 5 to 2. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do that. So this is the 5 weft clip-in installed, and as you can see the hair is very thick. But yeah, this is a 4A 4B texture. This is 20 inches, as you can see, once you stretch the hair, because this is supposed to mimic textured kinky curly hair. Once you stretch your hair, shrinkage is real, that's when you see the 20 inches, but it lays like an 18-16 inch once it's shrunken. So obviously keep that in mind when it comes to curly hair, that if you're gonna get curly textured clip-ins, they're obviously going to shrink. So the length that you see on the website, that is not the length of it once it's dry. That's the length of it when it's wet, okay, or when it's stretched. So that is the number 5, and I have another number 5, and I'm going to install that too. Again. So this is the method that I think really helps when installing these clip-ins. So because you're doing a side part, you want to bring this over in a way where it's like coming across so it can layer properly on your hair. Okay, so let me show you guys what I mean by that. So if you see me looking elsewhere, I'm looking at my mirror so I can see what I'm doing. But you basically want to bring this clip-in over. So you want to bring a longer weft clip-in. This is the 4 clip, and you want to put it over here so your hair layers nicely, right? Your braids can be just a little too thick. I have thick hair, so you want to be mindful of that when you are doing your braid down for your clip-ins. You want to make sure your hair is not too thick, because these clip-ins will like burst open, and that's just defeats the point of the clip-in. So as you can see, this is a little bit too thick, so I'm putting the clip-in where the root of my hair starts. So I feel like this way is better. Instead of just installing the 3 clip wefts, install the 4 clip wefts on the side, adds that shape of the side part. And you also want your side part to be thick, right? So you always want to test pull your clip-ins, make sure they don't come out in case somebody wants to pull your hair. So again, it adds to that shape of your hair and it makes it look more natural. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up installing these because you kind of get the gist of all of this, right? So styling your hair, you want to work in sections. So again, you leave half of your hair at the front out in case the wind blows. People aren't seeing clips. I'm also going to show you how I blend in my heat damage. But basically, you just want to wet your hair. Honestly, the best leave-in cream ever, African Pride. I don't know if this is black owned, but I must say this line of products has always worked for me. Actually start finger coiling pieces. So there you go. This one. Just finger coiling pieces. So yeah, those are the finger coil pieces. Then when you bring it up to the hair, it blends. Again, you want to finger coil the pieces. Been stressed for so long, so stuck in my own way. So I'ma enjoy this moment. It's the day that the Lord has made. So now I'm just gonna do the other side, and we're almost done. It got so hot I thought I wanna die. Blood dripping from my arm, just wanna feel inside. Too afraid to open up, so I'd rather hide. Man, I'm just so grateful that I made it this far. Almost thought I had to call my mama. So this is the finished product in some capacity of it. But yeah, you want to make sure if you have any heat damage, you mix that heat damage parts with the actual hair. All right, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I want to thank CurlsQueen for sending me their curly clip-ins. I really appreciate it. Thank you for allowing me to try this out. And I think this is going to be my new hairstyle for the ongoing season. So thank you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.